So recently, guys, I started doing some hosting of some open mics. I've got several of them set up because I really want to help new players have the opportunity to play in front of people. In doing so, I noticed some mistakes that new players are making in getting prepared for an open mic. We're going to talk about those things today, and we're going to start right now. Okay, guys, the first thing, a piece of advice that I would give is make sure when you're reaching out to the host to be very, very clear about what your needs are. I'm going to put a text message string up here, and I blocked out some information, but you can see, if you look at this, how long it took me to actually get out of this person what their needs were going to be. Be very clear about, are you playing acoustic? Are you playing keyboard? Are you playing with somebody else? Does your acoustic have an electric hookup, or does it need to be mic'd? Those things will speed up the process. Now, you want to be introduced when you get on stage, right? So prepare a 2 to 3 line bio with just a little bit of information about yourself so that you can actually be introduced. I typically have to go around the room to all the participants and get that from them, but you should come prepared to help the host out because he's got a lot of things to do. The typical amount of time that you're going to do at an open mic is going to be 15 minutes. If you're lucky, you may get 30 minutes depending on how many performers there are. So you want to practice your best 3 songs. Things that you're comfortable with. It doesn't have to be a song that anybody knows because this is your first time out. But make sure you are confident and you are perfect on that song to make the best first impression. All right, guys, this one's a real important one. So now you've been booked to play at this open mic. The first thing you should do when you arrive at the venue is go check in with the host. Find out when your time slot is. I can't tell you guys how many times I've done these, and you find that they go and they sit down. You've never seen their faces before, and you have to go around the crowd and go, "Can I find Marcy?" And you're looking all around, you can't find them anywhere. So be the person that goes and checks in with the host. All right, the next thing that you guys want to do is very, very important. You want to make sure your guitar is in tune. And you can do that before, but it may be that you're in a colder climate and you need to let your guitar warm up, because the last thing you want to happen is to pull that guitar straight out of the case, tune it, and then get on stage and it's going to go out of tune because the temperature changed. Make sure you're in tune. All right, guys, this is the time of the video for my shameless plug. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Like this video below. It really does help the video get to more people, but let's get back to the video. All right, my next tip, guys, for playing your first open mic, make sure you position yourself correctly to the mic. If you're micing your guitar, make sure your guitar is positioned correctly towards that mic. I can't tell you how many times I deal with the fact that I get them up there and they're right up against the mic, and you really have to get up on that mic, but they get quieter as they go on because they go back. Make sure you're up on that mic, make sure you're pushing it out as best as possible and playing your best. This next one's really crucial, guys. No matter how much you've played, you got to be confident through your nerves. You have to be able to project. You have to be able to project that you are confident in what you're doing and that you really want to do your best performance. I know you're gonna be nervous because you've never done it before, but you got to do your best to actually push through it. All right, this next one is optional, but I still think it's important. It's very, very common if you're playing an open mic that you're gonna play songs that people don't know. It's a great opportunity for you just to play whatever you're comfortable with, and that's okay. It's not a performance of one that you've got to please everybody in the crowd. You're trying to show that you can do this. It would be a good idea for you to introduce the song. Sometimes that could be because new players, sometimes the songs don't necessarily sound like the original songs. Or if it's an original, it gives you an opportunity to show off that you wrote the song. So introduce the songs. All right, this is a great one, guys. No matter if you're a musician or not, professionalism goes a long way. I would encourage everybody, and I do this at every show that I have, make sure when you're done with your 15 minutes to thank the host and thank the venue for having you. It will go a long way in graciousness and actually coming across as professional. Trust me. All right, my final piece of advice for you playing an open mic. And before I get to that, let me just tell you that everybody has to start somewhere. I was getting booked in one location, and me and my wife, we moved to a different location. Guess how I got established where I'm at? I played an open mic. So the last piece of advice I have for you is, are you prepared to talk business? If you're good enough, the bar owner is going to notice. If you are getting a reaction from the crowd, the bar owner is going to notice. Are you prepared to be able to talk business? Rate, how long they want you to play, the date that they want you to play. So be prepared to talk business. Well guys, I hope those tidbits will help you if you're considering doing an open mic. Another thing too guys, if you guys want to do a one-on-one consultation or guitar lesson, hit me up. My link or my email is in the description down there. Send me an email, let's get something set up. But that's all I have for you right now. I did put up another lesson up here that we just filmed not too long ago. I think it would actually be good to go along with this video. But guys, thank you so much. God bless. Don't forget, practice what you have to so you can play what you want to, and I'll see you on the next video.